What's going on, everybody? My name is C4. Welcome back to the channel, and today we're here for episode number 9 of our Madden 25 Pink Slips franchise mode. Where today's episode, we're going to go 5 games, so we're going to up the games a little bit, probably a little bit more highlights so we can squeeze them in an appropriate time frame, but we're going to finish the 2012 regular season. And your Vegas Raiders are 6-6. We get a chance right now. Do or die at 6-6. Win a couple games. Make the playoffs, sneak into the playoffs, maybe wild card round. It is all about Tom Brady and this offense that's scoring points, but from a yard standpoint, passing and rushing is not the best. Not as good as it could be. Our defense generally has been playing very, very well. But we got a nice schedule here. We got Baltimore. It's going to be a good game. We have the Panthers. We have the Bears. I think some of those games are going to be winnable. And it's fresh. Those are fresh matchups, fresh opponents that we might be able to steal some players so we haven't had the opportunity to before. Follow from the last episode, you guys had to vote on a 5-star wheel spin, which we rolled. Which player is getting a dev trait increase? And it came down to 2 players. Wasn't a consensus, which is always, I feel like, kind of good. When there's not a consensus, because then it puts the onus on me to make the right decision. It was Fletcher Cox, who's sitting there at a superstar. And I was kind of leaning in the last episode, like maybe we give it to a superstar guy so they become an X factor. But if I had to be honest, looking through the comments, I think the vibes were to give it to the lawman, Justin Forsett, which I think 40 chess here a little bit. Because if you give him the superstar dev, the way that he's playing this season, he is, he got a dev trait last year, and he's probably going to be, he's ahead of that pace right now. So it's fair to assume that at the end of the season, based off of his production, Justin Forsett's going to get a dev trait increase. So if we give him the superstar now, he will get that X Factor come season end, and next year we'll have an X Factor Justin Forsett, which I think will be pretty badass. So that's exactly what we're going to do. Justin Forsett is now a superstar X Factor. I don't have a crazy pool of abilities, so I'm going to kind of go with the ones that might be just, nice to have. Reach short to help you get first down. Steamroller. Seems like it's kind of anytime animations and animation-based upgrades kind of get thrown into it, I feel like that's probably where we want to be. Game 1 on the slate is against the Baltimore Ravens, who they still have their core of big dogs on defense. T-Sizzle, Terrell Suggs, Haloti Ngata, 37-year-old Ray Lewis, Marshall Yanda is there. Joe Flacco is their quarterback. For us we're still at a point where we all look at the guys that are in the 70s. High 70s, low 80s. That could be potentially for guys. They got Jimmy Smith, Pernell McPhee at pass rush. Lamar Miller at running back. He has 95 speed, 99 acceleration. Ooh. I mean, we'd have to get a big win to bring him in as an RB2, but that is certainly a pink slip style running back. To be honest, not a whole lot here. It's getting the juices flowing. This might be a type of Tyrod Taylor could be an interesting backup quarterback option. This could just be a win and maybe look at banking some stars. Methodical opening drive here from the Vegas Raiders. Push comes to shove. When we need to run the football, we're able to. Okay, 3rd and 7. Need to go for this. Blaine Bowe, potentially. We trust the big name receiver to make a play at the sticks. And he grabs it. Tough grab. Very impressive. We've chewed up almost the entirety of the first quarter. 7 minutes. Boom. As he gets hit, Tom Brady connects with Demaryius Thomas. Exclamation point to end that drive. Oh, no. Terrible angle. Can't do that. That's just Ray Rice. And his reputation maybe validly got tarnished. When he was on the field, people forget how good he was. All right. That was too easy. 2-minute warning. We got Tom Brady with his X Factor. So I think it gives us a little more luxury to be aggressive with this football. Boom, Josh Gordon. Lawman out the backfield. We'll see if we can get this one thrown, just because, you know, 3 passing touchdowns for Brady could be our easiest path to pink scoring right now. I mean, when you got the X factor on him, even though that's a hospital ball, you got to go for it. Let's go, Vaughn. Oh, my God. How does he... No way! There's no way Joe Flacco breaks 2 tackles, let alone one from an X factor Vaughn. Oh, my God. Well, that sucked. What a drive by Joe Flacco. If I have to give credit, we'll give credit where it's due. I do like our ability to respond here. I feel like they score, we're able to score. Let's keep it going. Surgical from Tom Brady. He's been in his X factor for 75% of this game. Oh, I don't think we're going to lose it there, though. I think you only lose it when it's like an interceptable pass. And that was not that. So there we go. We still got it. Maybe Mariani. I don't like it. Can he laser that in? What a ball! Flames flying off it. Tom Brady, Jordan Cameron. That's touchdown number 3 for Brady, which is half star. 2 for Cameron, which is a half star. A 1-star play right there. What a drive. Best defense in the league, my ass. Look at that. With Ed Reed right in front of him. It's too easy, man. We're not getting there and putting pressure on him. Someone's wide open all the time, which... As much as I've said that multiple times about this defense, we've been not that bad the last couple games. We've made opposing teams earn it. Not the case here, man. Flacco has a guy. It almost feels like the guy he wants every single play. Uh-oh. Oh. Vontez perfect. 77 speed on full display there. Right there. Beautiful. Cameron's been unstoppable. Man, we get Justin Forsett here out the backfield. That's going to probably put us in field goal range. They are bringing the blitz. Oh, lead him. Oh, baby. And then some. Be honest, though. I want a touchdown. We need pink scoring here. Don't just want to win. I want to win by as much as humanly possible. Still have a timeout. Boom. Demarius. Oh, the QB. Oh, can we QB? Should we QB sneak it? I don't think there's any touchdowns up for grabs. Who got that first touchdown? It was Demarius. So I suppose if we could find a way to just throw this in as fast as humanly possible to Demarius Thomas, that would give him 2 receiving touchdowns for a half star. We have not talked about how the last episode ended. All the comments in the last video I was hoping was going to be about what dev trait we got from the wheel spin, and they were all about how the last episode ended. I'm never going to bring that up again, how the last episode ended. That is how you start an episode after how the last episode ended. Going up against the best defense in the league, ice in the veins, and reminding everybody. Now, there's still a chance we blow this. They have 2 timeouts. Probably have, what, 2-3 plays? All it's going to take is 1 sack, like that one there by Fletcher Cox and Tyrone Crawford. That might be Crawford's second sack. I feel like if they give him a half sack there, we're only at a sack and a half. Oh, my God. Von Miller getting mugged. Can we get a pick? Yes! Free scoring. And a win. 7-6, back above 500. Vegas Raiders at home. Suck it, Joe Flacco. Look at the scoring. We won the game, which is worth 1 star. Take a look at Tom Brady for getting 4 passing touchdowns. That is a half star. We have Justin Forsett getting over 100 total yards for scrimmage, which is a half star. We have a half star for Jordan Cameron getting 2 receiving touchdowns. A half star for Demaryius Thomas getting 2 receiving touchdowns. Our offensive line is out, 0 sacks. Very rare. It's been a minute since this happened, but that is a half star in scoring. And we also got the late interception from Buster Skrine, which gives us a 4-star performance. And that is an 8-point upgrade to steal someone potentially from the Ravens. Now I found a way to spend all 8 of our points, so we don't have to worry about banking any stars. We're going to send veteran corner Terrence Newman and spend 6 of those points to get the best young corner on the Ravens in Jimmy Smith, second year out of Colorado, 6'2", 211, 80 with a star dev. 91 man cover. Oof. Immediate upgrade to our secondary. And then, unfortunately, a little bit of a fan favorite here in Brian Price, who people reminded me, C4 memory, I think it was like a pink slips a bunch of years ago, man. Nerd alert, he was one of our best players. I think we gave him some like meme wheel spin upgrades just because he's kind of funny. Which is not really, okay? We're not going to be, make fun of people that wear glasses, but that is kind of, he does look kind of funny, I guess. He does look like he works like an IT job, and we made him a beast. But the fact that we could flip him for a year younger, 2 points to spend all 8, and we get Malik Jackson, who is also a good scheme fit, 6'5", 285, so like that is kind of on the cutoff of a 3-4 defensive end. But he does have a dev trait. This seems like a fairly obvious upgrade and a great way to maximize every bit of the 4 stars we earned. Game 2 of our 5-piece, we'll call it, is the 9-4 Panthers. Another very good team. When you look at the rankings, they are pretty much good at everything. Cam Newton, Steve Smith, got those guys humming. But for us going into this matchup, we have a breakout scenario for one of our receivers. I feel like it could be Jordan Cameron. He was kind of the go-to guy in the last game. Would make sense for him to potentially, and it is, when you look at Jordan Cameron. So this is for us to potentially get him off star dev up to superstar. How much pressure are we putting on for another big game? Well, we need a lot. So let's go. But honestly, why would you never go with the easier goal here? So we're going to get Jordan Cameron 100 yards receiving and 1 touchdown to get him a superstar dev. Okay. We're going to try our best to go Jordan Cameron early and often. And I do have a feeling this is going to be one of those games where somehow, some way, the Panthers never give him an inch the whole game. They're double teaming him. Okay. Let's see what kind of game this is going to be. Kind of game to make me lose my mind. All right, just spot him. Touchdown. That's cool. Steve Smith. Ice up. There we go. First play. Here we go. Jordan Cameron. 100 yards and a touchdown. You are a superstar, Dev, my boy. Start with a 50. There we go. Halfway there on the yardage. 7. Look, I like how I wanted to get. See, now it's fucking with us. That's all I'm thinking about. One track mindset. Take the points. Oh, great tackle, Taylor Mays. Awesome. Love to see it. I guess the only good news is, like, if Jordan Cameron pops off and we get the dev trait, he's not going to get stolen because the Panthers have Greg Olsen. I don't feel like we're going to win this one. No answers through 2 drives. There's just no chance for any of these plays that, like, need time to develop. Got Charles Johnson and company here on this Panthers defense. Well, that's something quick and cheesy to Jordan Cameron. We go. That's what we need. Call it a hot and ready pizza from Little Caesars, baby. Quick and cheesy. Touchdown City. Touchdown City. I don't like anything there. Hey, we got timeouts, though. Man, oh man. O-line did not come to play today. There was actually an offensive line upgrade we could have got from the Ravens. Maybe we should have considered it. There's just nothing. I literally can't even look around to the other side of the field before I'm on the ground. It's unbelievable. There's just no chance. Oh! Oh! Go! Let's go! What a touchdown! Zeros on the clock! Terrible clock management, and Tom Brady bails us out. Slant cheese, Dwayne Bowe. Let's go, man. What? I mean, ice in the veins right there. And we'll just... Finally. It was 6-0 on the sacks front. Levante David says we'll get at least one. Von Miller, we'll get at least one. Fletcher Cox, we'll get at least one. Oh, he breaks free of a tackle. That gotta be getting him over 100. I think we just need the touchdown now. Oh my God, the law, man. This house call? Yes, it is. And we are tied at 17. Still need that Jordan Cameron touchdown. Gonna be 3rd and long. Last time 3rd and long. Pinned our ears back. Get after him. Come on, Vaughn. Let's go, Vaughn. No. Oh, I hate him. I hate him. Here we go. Bring his ass. Why would... First of all, fuck that. Second of all, literally couldn't switch. As soon as that happened, I was trying to switch that, whoever the hell that is right there. No amount of hitting B switch player will let us. Fucking thing, this game cheats. We're going for it on 4th down. Get some yards to make it easier. No way, shape, or form are we punting this. Not after that last drive. Demarius. Well, this is going to be a 5-star loss. First time we might see the loser wheel make an appearance. Don't even get the dev trait. Just fuck me, huh? Sideways. And we are incredibly lucky. So they get 1 star for winning the game. They got nothing on offense. No stars for Cam, no stars for the running backs, no stars for the receivers. When you look at the defense, 1 full star for Timmons on the TFLs and sacks, 1 full star for Johnson on the TFLs and sacks, 1 full star for Anderson on the TFLs and sacks. So luckily for us, it's only a 4-star performance, but a +8 upgrade incoming for the Panthers. That's disgusting. That is absolutely disgusting. They all 3 had the same stat line. They were all fucking unstoppable. Just see, maybe we'll get a nice little sympathy XP for Jordan Cameron, and we do 1,000, but no superstar dev trait. I was getting a little worried. I literally went position by position trying to find like any increments of upgrades upwards to a +8. I got all the way down to corners before I found like literally anything that made any sense without them stealing away like my 60s. Here is it's considerable loss. They're going to be spending all 8 of their points and sending us 71 normal dev Bill Bentley. I guess he's still 23-71, but they're going to be able to get all +8 in Sam Shields, our corner 2, 79 star dev, 24 years old. Pink slip corner as it comes with that speed and acceleration. A frustrating loss. Maybe the addition of Jimmy Smith on the last win makes it sting maybe a slightly less, but very annoying nonetheless. How about that loss? Week 16, we get the Chicago Bears, who are on a losing streak themselves, as shown by some of the down arrows on their players. They still got some great veterans, Briggs, Peppers, Urlacher, which aren't great pink slip targets on the high end because they're veterans. So some of their best players are not really up for grabs now. Devin Hester, regardless of age, is certainly someone that would be fun to have in pink slips, just on vibes alone, I guess you could say. But that wouldn't be a crate. Johnny Knox, another receiver, 97 speed. Could be interesting. They got Bruce Irvin, a pass rusher with 93 speed, 93 acceleration. Okay. So regardless of how this game goes, maybe even more so than Devin Hester, this would be the upgrade that we would try to get. We'd only need a 1-star. As much as I love Brandon Graham, this would be a see ya, Brandon Graham. That's only a... Come on, fellas. The last time I wanted a player this bad, it was Percy Harvard, and we fucking blew it. Okay? I'm not going to talk about how we lost against the Vikings. We're never going to talk about that again. But I really wanted a player that one, and we lost. I really want Bruce Irvin. Please bounce back. Let's please get above 500 again with our record. Oh boy, it's a snow game. Could be a big game for the Lawman. Now 3rd and 16 after the Von Miller sack. Don't blow us. Not someone wide, you know. If you make a ridiculous one-handed grab or something, I can live with it. Von Miller doesn't even give him a chance to do something shenanigan-y. That sack, too, probably pushes him out of field goal range. Taking the drive over Von Miller. Boom. Let's go. Second level. Got him. Go, Tommy. Let's go, Justin. We're 3rd and 8. Doing a good job. It's limited the big plays so far. Let's see if Von Miller can get his 3rd sack of the half. Well, keep it in front of us. Force the punt. Go, 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 Mariotti. Get. Puck. Come on. We hold to a field goal. Halftime lead. Come on, man. Nothing. 3rd and... I mean, we get this close, I might go for it. Just see if that injects a little bit of life in my team. Go quickly to Josh. Let's go for it. 4th and 3. Quick slants. Mariotti. Yes, let's go. Look at that. Blows him up. Wow, what a fucking play. We have to take the points, play defense. Not a gimme. But in the conditions, I mean, that was such a sick tackle. Man, I wish I had guys who made plays like that. Hopefully Von Miller can close this one out for us. Of course, just out middle of the field. Picking on my best player in the... Probably the whole back end of my defense is when we have Levante drop back into coverage. It's going to come down to probably the last play of the game. It's fine. That's how we're going to live it. That's how we're going to do it. That's how we're going to do it. Oh, my God, man. These teams are catching on. They can pick on Vontez. Perfect. We're going through the growing pains of throwing him out there. Because he has a higher ceiling than any other linebacker not named Levante David on this team. But he also is, especially in a snow game. 9 seconds. Come on, baby. I don't really want to bring the blitz, but that's what they want. Sure. I mean, I feel like even if we drop back into coverage, there's just as much of a chance someone's going to be wide open. He just... Did he invent some type of new score when you throw it through the uprights? Come on, Vaughn. Can't even see the goal line. Dude, what is this? Like he's toying with us. 3 straight just complete garbage throws. I'm sure he's gonna fucking get a dime here. Last play of the game. Win when we get Bruce Irvin. Lose. Oh, what? Jimmy Smith. I don't know what that was. One hand or Jimmy Smith? That's what that looked like, Bob. Fuck yeah. Yeah, let's go, baby. Won't be a big win. We didn't need a big win. Let's go, baby. So take a look at the score. We won the game, which is worth 1 star. Looking at our player performances, nothing on the offensive side of the ball, which is rare for us. On the defense, Von Miller gets 1 full star for his 3 TFLs and 3 sacks. A game-sealing pick by Jimmy Smith is worth half star. Gives us a 2.5 star performance, which is 5 upgrade points. Ooh, before we do any upgrades, Von Miller, it's been a minute since we had a player of the week. With his 3 sacks, gets 2 upgrade points to anything that is non-physical. So looking at his player card right now, I think we should give those 2 points. Power move's probably the most OP that we could. So let's go power move. Bring that up so he's incredibly balanced regardless of what move we use. Fortunately, bringing it up from 91 to 93 does not change his rating, but it makes him better under the hood, I think. So we're going to spend 3 points of the 5 that we earned, which is going to allow us to bank a star for the 2013 NFL Draft. And unfortunately, it is going to be end of the lineup. Brandon Graham, legendary Philadelphia Eagle, actually just retired last week or 2 weeks ago, however long ago it was. I mean, he was solid, good role player, but never had a dead trait, limited ceiling. This was BG. There's a reason why we had him on our starting roster. This was when he was a bust, which is probably the great thing about Brandon Graham is his story, where he got drafted, was a bust, ended up turning around and played the most games ever for a Philadelphia Eagle player. But in the world of pink slips, when you have someone like Bruce Irvin on the other side, who we compare with Von Miller, 77 rookie with a dev trait, who has 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 90 agility, 80 plus strength, needs to work on the technical side a little bit, but a freak of nature athlete and able to bank a star for the draft, which would give us 9, 10, 11, 12. Which is a healthy amount going into the draft. You got to make those types of moves. We got our final 2 games of the regular season. We have the Arizona Cardinals, who are at 4-11. Have some nice players, for sure. You know, Patrick Peterson would be probably the belle of the ball if we could find a way to bring him in. But we need to look at where we are in the playoff hunt. Right now, we are leading a terrible division. It is in our, like, we control our own destiny. We can make the playoffs. And we don't necessarily have to win both these remaining games. We could probably go 1-1 and make it. But you got to look at this matchup. First versus worst. Cardinals just want to play spoiler. We got to go out and beat the brakes off them. Ooh, the lawman. Easy does it. After an opening drive field goal by the Cardinals, which I forgot to hit record. We had a Fletcher Cox sack on that drive. We're able to bounce right back. And the lawman, we got to win, man. We got to win big. We can flip. Plus, now we got Dwayne Bowe, we don't really want. What if we win big enough that I can flip Dwayne Bowe for Larry Fitzgerald? That'd be incredible. Oh, okay. Cool. Cool. It'd be cool if, like, on all Madden, they had that thing where, like, if you get close to a guy, your guy doesn't become slower. Like, that whole time, I switched to screen, and it's just, like, it took away 10 speed right away. Stop dumbing down my players. Make them better, but don't make my guys fucking worse. Oh, there we go. Again. Oh, who is that? Is that Fat Pete? Jesus Christ, that guy has speed. That's how fast. Okay. Right off the break, Dwayne Bowe. This has been a good play for us. If we have time, you let Demaryius Thomas come out of that break. God damn it, dude. Oh, they picked that off. Oh, okay. 3rd and goal. Lawman? Lawman. There's Pig scoring too. Half star for 2 touchdowns. Lawman. Break an ankle. Go, hit the juice. Can't lose the last place. 3rd and 6. Come on. Can we tell Fletcher Cox to these guys? It's John Skelton back there. Let's go. 2nd sack for Fletch. Half-star scored. Of course, you see the DB stumble, you think you'd throw a good ball. Terrible ball thrown by Brady. One of those things, man, you never, like, if you win too much on all Madden, never take it for granted, because the game at any given moment's got to flip the switch and be like, hey, we're just gonna fuck you over. Oh my god. Okay, but there's a chance maybe you didn't possess the ball there, but you just a fucking, you know. Let's see. Did he make a football? I don't think he made a football move there. But is that likely going to stand? Can I even challenge it? I can't even challenge it, because of course not. If you look at our losses, if we lose this one, maybe the Panthers lost. They had that cheesy play with Cam Newton, but it's Cam Newton. Vikings lost, absolute bullshit. Bengals lost, absolute bullshit. You know. Sucks. Fumbled it back, and of course they have a diving lineman that can pick it off. Let's go! So the Cardinals win the game. Last place in the division. Raiders playing for the playoffs. Cardinals win the game, which is 1 star. Luckily, they did fuck all. So the only scoring they get is the interception. It's a 1.5 star performance, which gives them a 3-point upgrade opportunity. With their +3 upgrade, it was nice having a quarter one for a minute. They got this guy named Dick Marshall, 2778 normal, and they are going to get our best corner. Congrats. Fuck. Silver lining, Levante David gets Defensive Player of the Week, so that's going to be a nice little upgrade for him. I think we just go with the lowest rating there. I think we up his block shed from 66 up to 68. Unfortunately, like the Von Miller upgrade, it improves weakness, but does not improve his base rating any. With that loss, it now has everything wide open here. 8-8, 8-8 for Kansas City. We get an interesting opponent this week as we welcome the 4-12 Commanders. But unfortunately, our team, look, they have the kid. Just a reminder, because we're going to see what happens. They have the worst offense in the league. The roster, they got Arakpo, so they got a good pass rush. Trent Williams is there. LaRon Landry would be kind of cool. Ooh, Run DMC, Derek McFadden. Oh, that'd be. I mean, they got a couple of interesting pieces. This is just winning though. We need to get the playoffs. They have the worst quarterback situation in the league, and I'm sure we're gonna find a way to make them look like $1 million. Ooh, okay, let's go for it. Final game of the season. No risk it, no biscuit. I want this to be a statement game. That we can go above 500. That we can make the playoffs in a do-or-die moment and avenge a horrific loss to the Cardinals last week. There goes the hope, man. We were sitting on 9 interceptions on the year. Single-digit picks, it's where it's at. And, you know what? I'll give credit where credit's due. That was an aggressive play on the ball that gambled. And it worked out. Look at that. Like, our guy in line to get it, and then look at how aggressive and how 26 attacked the ball there. Literally defied the laws of physics, diving to the side, and then going forward. But that's what we're dealing with here today. But we're going to get to quarterback. That is 9 touchdowns, 10 picks. Stats are on the defensive side of the ball against maybe the worst offense in the NFL. And if they move the football, then we just know the shenanigans are on. And it is what it is. But there we go. That is sack number 17 on the season for Von Miller. I think he is 3rd in the league. And we get the ball back. That's another pick. Yep. Well, it is worth noting that the only reason why the Commanders have wins is because their defense is pretty good. Man, frustrating. So fucking frustrating. Come on, can we just, like, have our guys play good? That'd be sick. Sack fumble, and do we recover it? Of course not. Pull into a field goal attempt, which they're probably going to nail, which they do, and we are losing to the worst team in the league. Let's go, Mariani. Someone make a play. There we go. 83. X factor enabled that we can throw the risky ball and get bailed out if it's not a good throw. Oh, Dwayne Bowe. The unwanted man has made a couple nice plays for us. In the midst of we had Demaryius Thomas make a deep ball. Yeah, baby. Can't remember the last time we hit one of those. Actually, I do, and we're not going to talk about what happened. This time he goes into the end zone. Always good Jordan Cameron play. I love this one. If not, Dwayne Bowe has made himself available as a secondary option on this. Look at that again. Dwayne Bowe, ladies and gentlemen. The X Factor, Tom Brady. It's all Tom Brady. This is all the score. Unfortunately, we're probably a little too late to get a bunch of points there for Justin Forsett. So I think, honestly, we can get one more touchdown to Dwayne Bowe. That'll give him 4 on the game, which is a star, full star. Give me that. Taylor Mays! Finally, half star for the defense. Could be the difference with how much points the offense has scored. Taylor Mays. Love seeing that. We only have this slant available, which is not Dwayne Bowe. We give it to him, though? Beautiful! 4 touchdowns, Dwayne Bowe. And that will do it. 35 to this could be a 5-star. Great way to end the season and likely punches our ticket to the playoffs. Looking at the score, we won the game, 1 star. We won the game by 21, which gives us 2 stars. We had the interception from Taylor Mays, which is worth a half star. Tom Brady for going over 300 yards and 3 touchdowns gives us 1 full star from Tom Brady. Probably the worst game we've had all series long with Justin Forsett, but luckily we're able to attack it through the air. We get a half star for Mariani going over 100 yards, 1 full star for Dwayne Bowe and his 4 receiving touchdowns. So that gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5 on the dot to end the regular season. Let's go. Before we do any wheels, any upgrades, let's sim and confirm our place in the playoffs. 9-8. We end up winning the NFC East, the new NFC East. Tied record with the Chiefs. Chiefs sneak into the playoffs. And it's almost was like win or lose. We would have got into the playoffs, which is good. But at least this time, we are a home team. And we get the one team I don't want to even think about again. The Vikings. Who are the team we're not going to talk. But hey, positive. Another chance to maybe win Percy Harvin. All right, get the wheel spin. Looking at it, I mean, anything's cool. Any option. I'd say the least one would probably be the orange juice. Oh, that is very interesting. That is going to give us, from the Commanders team, which doesn't look incredible, but 20 upgrade points to work with, which is going to give you guys plenty of options to vote on before the next video. I think before we do our final upgrade to end the video, let's look at our season stats. Who did what? Tom Brady, which I think he's not going to retire this year, but we are gambling every single offseason. This could be his final year. Just under 4,200 yards passing, 35 touchdowns to 11 picks. And we just had like 2 or 3 really bad interception games. I thought generally this season we protected the football well, which is not always the case when I'm on all Madden. We can very easily have 20-plus interceptions. So the fact that we've been able to cut it down helps that Brady has, he's an X factor and his accuracies are in the 90s. Definitely helps. But, man, I was really pushing to have single-digit interceptions. That's something I can hang my hat on. But not a good bad year at all for Tom Brady. Run the ball, Justin Forsett, 1,300 yards and 18 touchdowns. Only 1 fumble. So I remember last year the big decision was, improve his carrying. Got an immediate return on investment because he had, 5, 6, 7 fumbles a year ago. So he's able to tighten the ship there. Demaryius Thomas, 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns. Dwayne Bowe goes over 1,000 yards and 12 touchdowns. Now, he did most of that as the wide receiver one for... Who did we steal him from? The wide receiver one for the Kansas City Chiefs. But, had that 4 touchdown performance. Made himself known. Mariani goes over 1,000 yards and 5 touchdowns. Just under 800 yards and 7 touchdowns for Jordan Cameron. That could be good enough to give him a dev trait. And we got Justin Forsett involved in the pass game as well. So that's almost 1,900 yards, 24 touchdowns. Justin Forsett, he's got to be the MVP voting race. Defensively, Levante David, the rookie, finishes his rookie campaign. 107 tackles, 13 TFLs, 3 sacks, 3 picks, which is pretty cool. Von Miller, now he split time. But we got him mid-season. So he did half this with the Denver Broncos, half with us. He was very, very good. 66 tackles, 19 TFLs, 17 and a half sacks. We got 8.5 on 15 TFLs for our rookie first-round pick, Fletcher Cox. Don't really have any other secondary pass rushers, but it's fine. Interceptions, 3 for Levante, 3 for Taylor Mays, leading the team. Definitely an area I want to improve upon. Yeah, and our kicker, Forbath, 100%, didn't miss a single kick. We have the yearly awards. MVP goes to Matt Ryan. Coach of the Year, Dave Canales. Not seeing much of us, so we're in the NFC on this side. Offensive Player of the Year, Forsett, runner-up. Loses out to Marquez Colston. Defensive Player of the Year goes to DJ Williams. Von Miller in the top 5. Levante David in the top 10. Offensive Rookie of the Year runs away. It was always going to be Andrew Luck. That was going to be tough. Shout out Josh Gordon making the short list. Defensive Rookie of the Year goes to Don Terry Poe, beating out Levante David. Man, I thought this was probably our best shot at getting some hardware, getting a potential dev trade increase. Maybe not. There we go. Judge Forsett does win Running Back of the Year. We did that whole gamble of at the beginning of the video, gets a superstar dev, gambling and banking that will get an X factor just based off his production and awards. He's going to be in a really good position to get that dev trade increase. Outside of that, Von Miller, runner-up for linebacker of the year. How many runners-up do we got? There we go, kicker of the year. Hell yeah. That's something. All right, so to wrap everything up, let's take a look at the scenarios and potential upgrades on how we can spend our plus 20 that we earned over the Commanders. I will pin all these upgrades in the top comment below as well. For reference, I need you guys to vote on it. The most upvoted scenario will be how we start off the next episode in our playoff run. So up first, we have Tom Nelson, who we got a dev trade with him last season, but obviously a somewhat limited ceiling. We could spend 11 points and flip the 25-74 star for LaRon Landry. 85-27, so a little bit older. Same dev trait, very pink slippy, big-time freak of nature. That's certainly you pair that with Taylor Mays, pretty scary secondary. Couple corner upgrades. We're going to start with old Dick Marshall here, 78-27 normal. We could spend 7 points and upgrade that to D'Angelo Hall, 85-28. So he's getting up there in age a little bit, but it would give us a little bit more juice in the secondary. Or we could look for the same age swap and get Josh Wilson with that ridiculous pick in that last game. That would only be a +4. Another +4 scenario, we'll be trading away Bill Bentley, who's just a jobber on our team. We get DeMarcus Van Dyke. Classic Raiders pick, was on the original roster before we began pink slips. 6 feet tall, 75, second-year player out of Miami with 98 speed, 96 acceleration, 87 agility. Would just give us a lot of speed on the back end of the defense for a +4 upgrade. Now we're going to start getting into some big upgrades. The last kind of medium one would be sending Terrell Troop, 24-72 normal, to get Jarvis Jenkins. Same age, same dev trait, but he is 6 points better. Would cost us 6 points, but that would improve our defensive line just a little bit. For the big time upgrades, I know he's just here. We still don't know what his dev trait is. It is hidden dev. It could be star, it could be superstar. But we have Bruce Irvin, who struggled in the games that we did feature, couldn't get off his blocks. 24-77, but a freak of nature. No denying the athletic traits. We could, for 13 points, upgrade him to Ryan Kerrigan, which would give us a superstar pass rusher on the defense. I think the last time we did pink slips, we had Ryan Kerrigan on our team. But you can see his 95 power move, 95 tackle, 84 strength, good athlete. Maybe not a great athlete, but only 13 points, so you can make that move, and we could still spend some points elsewhere. Or for 14 points, we could get, he's 2 years older. But Brian Arakpo is another option at 6'4", 260, maybe a little more pink slippy, 92 acceleration, 91 strength, a little bit more well-rounded. He's kind of used that 2 years of development, but then you also make the argument that 2 years of development that you'd have with Ryan Kerrigan. You know, Ryan Kerrigan at at 26 years old is going to be better than a 91 overall. But it is another option to pillage away some of the top pass rushers from the Commanders. The last upgrade is the only offensive upgrade, and that is to land probably, you know, if we did this move, we'd probably have to protect him with a captaincy because he's going to be the best young tackle in football. Trent Williams, superstar dev, 91 overall. And, you know, Lane Johnson's in the upcoming draft, but if you look at current tackles in the league, he's probably the most pink slip tackle with that athleticism. And that'd be a huge get for the offensive line. So the options are we could send Maneri, who would cost 15 points. And if you're looking at all the other scoring that we have right now, if you did that, you could get Maneri, and then you could probably do one of the +4 corner upgrades. We'd be losing 1 point. Like, we wouldn't be able to bank a star. We'd only be able to spend 19 of our 20 points. Or you just say, screw it. I don't love any of the other options. We're going to spend all 20 on one player. We're going to keep Maneri. I mean, he's 24.76. Not terrible. You can keep him and then just spend all 20 sending Bradfield, who is our current starting right tackle, and just get Trent Williams. That'd be the one upgrade. No banking stars. Nothing on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, you weren't going to be able to pair up a Trent Williams and stealing one of those top-tier edge rushers anyways. So I think there's something to be had of, like, just not being able to make a clean upgrade, min-maxing and matching other scenarios. You say, screw it. Let's spend all 20 and just get a brand new tackle for a bad tackle. So those are all the potential upgrades. Please, please, please let me know in the comment section below which upgrade you guys want to see to kick off the next episode. With that being said, we are now here at the end of today's episode. When we come back, we will hey, we got Tom Brady. You got Tom Brady. You make the playoffs. You could go on a deep run. If we go on a deep run, the next episode will just be our playoff run. If we're one and done, or maybe we win one and then lose one, or however, I probably will finish out the offseason. We'll go through free agency, which is not really anything in pink slips, but we'll get to the draft, which will be a huge draft for us. So depending on how the episode goes, we'll have a great playoff run, or we'll have a disappointing playoff run, but be able to, finish with some high morale and absolutely crush the 2013 NFL draft. So that'll do it for me today, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, your first time stopping by, don't be afraid to hit that subscribe button, smash the like button if you enjoyed. If you want to see more pink slips, just do one thing. I'm not pleading with anybody. I'm not begging for it. It's just the fact of the matter is that for me to prioritize recording pink slips over rebuilds, super thanks and stuff like that in the comments. I've seen that could help a little bit offset the difference between doing a rebuild and doing pink slips. That's all I'm just saying. If you want to see them more frequently, those will certainly help me decide how to deviate my time a little bit more towards pink slips. But I'm still excited, ready to go for this playoff run. It'll be in a couple days' time, and I'll see you then. Thank you very much for watching, and until next time, it's your boy C4 saying peace out. Love ya. Have a good